Hey there, Dustin Newman with SEOHVAC.com, and I want to thank you for taking the time to stop by our website. If you're here, I'm going to assume that you're either the owner of an HVAC company or perhaps you handle the marketing for an HVAC company and you're looking to improve your marketing online. You're not getting the results that you want to from your website. And more specifically, you're looking to have better rankings in search engines such as Google. And our mission, really our drive, is to help HVAC companies just like yours improve your marketing online. And that's whether you decide to use us or not. And so what I want to do here very briefly in this video is give you some tips that you can use today to improve your website in the search engines. Now, you have to understand whenever it comes to ranking online that there's two main factors that we have in play here. You have your on-page optimization and you have your off-page optimization. Really, everything branches out from that. Now, your off-page optimization are things that are more out of your control. Stuff like backlinks, social shares, things that you really depend on somebody else to help you out with. Whereas your on-site optimization are things that you or your webmaster can make changes to. It's something that you can control directly. So, and it's really the first step whenever it comes to ranking online. You need to make sure that you have your foundation set correctly. So we're going to spend some time talking about things that you can do on your website to help improve your rankings. And there are so many factors to consider whenever it comes to on-site optimization. You've got site latency, are your images compressed correctly, so many different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on 7 key factors that we found are critical to your success in ranking online. And we're just going to go over these very briefly. It's what we like to call our 7-step website audit. And if you would like some information on it, all of this is coming from our DVD. And if you'd like some more information, you'll notice below this video there's a spot where you can enter your name and email. And if you do that, we'll send you the digital copy of this DVD so that way you can get more in-depth training on exactly how the 7-step website audit works. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it and give you the blimp view of the 7-step website audit. Now, step 1 is really steps 1 through 3, if you will, and that's because it's your meta tags. You want to make sure that your title, your keyword, and your description all include your primary phrase that you want to rank for. And by primary phrase, what I'm talking about here is what we like to call the money phrase, the money keyword. This is what you know that if you rank for this phrase in Google, that you are going to get leads and you are going to get sales from it. So once you've identified that phrase, you then want to make sure that that phrase is in your title, your keywords, and your description. And whenever it comes to keywords, you'll probably hear some SEO companies tell you that keywords aren't important, and Google doesn't look at your keywords. And there is some truth to that. However, other search engines such as Yahoo and Bing still do look at the keywords, and they do still have some search traffic, believe it or not. So there's no point in neglecting those search engines, so you might as well include it in your keywords as well. It's not going to hurt anything. You only stand to gain. So that's really steps 1 through 3. Title, description, and keywords. Step 4 is your header tags. You have your H1, your H2, your H3, and by H1, H2, H3, what I'm talking about, this is the code that's showing up on the back end of your website. This is what Google is saying. And again, this provides you an opportunity to include your primary phrase or your secondary phrase, or maybe a variation of your main keyword phrase. And there is a certain time when you want to use each one, because what you want to be careful of here is not to have an over-optimization penalty. And I'm not going to get in too much depth here, simply because there's a lot that we could get into, and that's the reason why we made our DVD. And again, this is available in digital format right below. So just know that you do want to make sure that you're making good use of your header tags. Step 5 is the content on your website. Ideally, you want to have at least 300 to 500 words of content. The more, the better. And again, this is on your home page. This is not spread out over your website. On your home page, so yourwebsite.com, you want that page of your website to have 300 to 500 words of content. And if you can put in your primary keyword phrase in your content as well, in the main content on your homepage, great, go for it. Don't overdo it here, and make sure that it fits. You don't want to just throw it in there and it not really makes sense, because then it's not going to convert, and that really ruins the point. Somebody may not call you if it doesn't look like you can put together complete sentences. So make sure that it fits. If you can't fit it, don't worry too much about it. If you can't fit it, that's whenever you can make sure that you're making good use of your header tags and that it's in your title and your keywords and description. So your content is step 5. Step 6 is your alt text, or the alternate text to images. So every image on your website has what's called alt text. And this is really created for blind people. To be completely honest, I'm not exactly sure how it works since I'm not blind. But I know that that's what it's intended for, and Google does actually see it. Now, it's not going to show up to people that are visiting your website, unless, of course, they are blind. But it does show up to Google. So this is an opportunity for you to include your primary keyword phrase in the code of your website that Google will see. So again, make sure you're making good use of your alt text. This once again provides an opportunity. If you have multiple images, it provides an opportunity to include secondary keyword phrases and variations of your keyword phrase. So make sure you're making good use of that. And finally, step number 7 is making sure your contact information is easy to find. No, it's not going to help your rankings. But man, what a shame it would be if you do steps 1 through 6 and you're ranking, but the phone's not ringing because people can't find your phone number. So make sure your phone number is big and bold and easy to find. And take it one step further and have multiple forms of contact on your website. Some people would rather fill out a form versus picking up the phone and calling. You might even consider having text messaging available. Somebody might prefer to send in a text message. So make it easy for somebody to contact you and make it easy for them to find a way to contact you. Don't hide your contact information on your Contact Us page. And don't hide it at the bottom of your page. Make sure it's easy to find. So I hope this helped. Again, I know this is really a brief overview. If you'd like more information, you can do 2 things. Number 1, you can enter your name and email below. Or second, you can browse through their website. We're constantly updating it. We do webinars very regularly, so make sure you sign up for one of those. We're here to help you. We're here to help. Again, whether you decide to use us or not. So if you have any questions, if there's anything we can do for you at all, please feel free to give us a call. We made sure to make our contact pretty easy to find. So thanks, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.